I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit of a trigger for me.
Pause. You may need to start looking for another client.
Have y'all ever been on a phone call with a client and they start asking you these questions and you're like, I don't know what you're asking me. Or you may be like, you know, in your head, you're thinking like, I don't even know how to answer this question. And now you're starting to fumble. You're feeling insecure. You're feeling like, you know, you ain't got your stuff together. I'm here to help you out. Today, we're gonna do something different, something fun and exciting. We're gonna do like a mock style client meeting. And during this meeting, this client is gonna ask us some questions that may be left field. They may be a little bit jarring. They may be a little bit, you know, kick you off your game a little bit, but that's why, again, we're here so that you know what to do. If you're new here, my name is Erica and I'm your personal social media management coach and your biggest cheerleader, here to help you launch and scale your own profitable agency. Now, let's jump right on into it, shall we? Let's start off with the very first question.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. How do you feel?
I'm okay. I had a couple of questions about my account because it's not really like hitting the way I wanted it to. So I just had a couple of questions, but I mean, I feel like you're doing a good job, but I just had a couple of questions. Can we answer those today on today? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead.
I told you that one of the things that I wanted to do was like, and match it up with my goals and everything, but I don't feel like my numbers are increasing with my followers. And I thought that that's something that you could have done.
Okay, so when you say that you want an increase in followers, tell me why.
Because that's more money. That's definitely more. Yeah, and I feel like when people come to a page and see like more followers, they give you more credibility. That's why I want more followers. Like,
so here's the thing. A lot of times your clients are going to have these preconceived notions of how social media managers work or what they do. And one of the reasons why is because a lot of social media managers lead with, I can get you more followers, I can get you more comments, more engagement, boo, 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 boo. But you know, over here, we don't play them games. We talk about business over here, okay? So when they come to you with this, the thing is this, let me back up. When you are onboarding a client or talking to a potential client, you want to make sure that you're setting expectations so that these type of questions don't come up. But let's say you didn't do that. And that's fine. You know, we're learning over here. Let's say you didn't set those expectations. You need to set those expectations now. So when a client starts talking to you about more followers, you want to bring it back to the bottom line, the business goal. But I always start off by asking why they want more followers. And I kind of use that to lead the conversation. So you're going to see here in a second how I respond. But just remember, when they start talking about the vanity metrics, let them know, hey, this is a vanity metric, and bring them back to the business and what really, really matters. Because one of the things we know is that followers do not convert to money.
Yeah, so I totally understand the need for, or the desire for more followers. But one of the things that I want to do is make sure that you understand that followers do not equal money. Right. And so I know that can be kind of confusing because we hear that all the time. Like, you get more followers, get more followers. But my approach to this is to always focus in on your actual business goals first, and then create content that not only will resonate with your audience, but will also help you get to your bottom line and get those money goals. That's something you mentioned, right? You want to make sales. But to do that, we have to attract the right audience. And so right now, my focus is more so on creating content that's going to resonate, and also understanding what your audience actually wants to see. And the followers are going to come. Like, that's just something that's going to come. That's the byproduct. But also I want you to make sure that you remember that Instagram and social media is not a race, right? It's not a race to the finish line. It's a marathon, and it's just one touch point inside of your overall marketing funnel. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so another question that I had was, can you create a little bit more pictures? Because, I mean, on top of the costs that I end up getting with like graphic designers and like trying to get all that, I was hoping that the social media manager could do a little bit more with the graphics, because I'm not trying to like spend too much money on a graphic designer and a social media manager, and, you know, on top of the person that does copyright. I mean, your copy and your captions are good, but I mean, I need a little bit more pictures.
Okay, so your client wants more photos, more reels, more whatever it is, more TikToks, and now they're coming to you asking for more. Let's stop right here. First things first, You are not going to do any additional content without being paid first. Remember that. So what you can do is offer them another package that you already have established because you have more packages. Or let me tell you this though, just thought about this. Sometimes the clients will kind of disguise this and when they want more content from you. So what they'll say is like, let's say they have a party coming up and they'll be like,
hey Erica, I have this event coming up as you know. Do you think we can maybe add do 5 more graphics?
Now, before you may have said, okay, cool, and you'll create those graphics for them. No, we're not gonna do that. You need to be able to tell them, sure, absolutely, I have no problem creating 5 more graphics. The fee for this will be XYZ, okay? That is how you do that. But let's go ahead and answer this question.
So that is not a problem at all. Right now, I have you on the starter package, but if we move you on up to my middle package, you'll get 5 more reels during the month, as well as more graphics. And I'm more than happy to send that package over to you after our call so that you can review what that actually looks like.
Okay, cool. About how much could you just give me an estimate real quick, just so I can know,
Yes, so that package runs XYZ every single month.
Okay. So I like everything that you're doing. I think you're doing a great job. People are coming to the page. You're actually interacting with our posts and everything. But I'm not making any sales. Sales are super slow. There's no result coming of that. Why is that?
Well, what else do you have in place besides social? Are you doing emails? Are you doing anything else?
We got a couple of emails going out. We send out 1 email a week, and then we got a couple of ads going.
Okay.
So.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit of a trigger for me, and the reason why is because this is a big one with managing expectations, because a lot of people will think that as a social media manager, you are supposed to help them make sales. That's not the case. It is not your job to sell for your client, okay? Are you a part of that marketing process? Absolutely. But you wanna make sure that your client understands you are one part of the puzzle. The sooner you can tell a client or a potential client this, the better. And the biggest thing is we can't just assume that our clients know all this stuff. We have to educate them, because all of our clients are not gonna come in understanding exactly the role of a social media manager. So you do wanna step in as the expert. This is also how you establish yourself, especially in that relationship where they know that you know your stuff, because you're telling them how you can directly be an asset to their business and letting them know you are in charge of direct sales. But there's things that we can do, there's strategies we can implement. So let's get into that.
So your Instagram account is just one part of your overall marketing funnel, right? And it's really important because it's one of the ways that we can touch this, the potential clients that you are looking for. So the reason we're going to be using Instagram is to build up know, like, and trust, right? So they get to know you, they find out who you are and what it is that you do. And then my job is to lead them into your funnel. So my job is to say, click the link in the bio, join the email list. But I don't want you to think of your Instagram as a way to directly make sales, because I don't have a way to impact that. But what I do have the way that I can impact, like I said, is by driving people into your marketing funnel and sending them to the website. So I want you to think of it like that versus I need to make this sale online. Another thing that we can do is I can direct people into your DMs, where we can create a DM strategy to help make sales. But I don't want you to get upset or get frustrated because we're not seeing these direct sales, because again, we're working as a funnel and we're working to communicate with that ideal audience, get to know more about them and let them know who we are.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you for explaining that. That makes a lot of sense when you put it like that. Yeah, because, I'm gonna be real with you, money tight right now. So I need to make sure that this is worth the investment. So
pause. You may need to start looking for another client.
I knew that was gonna be a trigger for you.
All right, y'all. So I hope that this video was super helpful for you. What I want you to do is to take those responses that I have and put your own spin on it. Put your own voice on it and make it yours. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit more blunt with my clients when it comes to talking to them, but I want to give y'all, you know, let's ease into it. All right, let's just ease into it before we go real hard on them, okay? But if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know, have you been in any of these scenarios? Are there any other questions that clients have asked? We can do a part 2. So until next time, peace.
Okay.